Okie dokie. It's been a minute since I did the base for this, but basically it's a cutie one. I love the colors of this. I feel like everyone did something similar to this as far as like foil bundle goes with this kit, and I am obsessed with it. But I also think it would look good with like silver, hollow, sparkly hollow, gold, black, another pink color, purple, all of the above. So I did use a lot of different things actually. I did use it's like a magenta hollow, I think is what I called it, question mark. It's like a pinkish, purplish hollow color. It's available in confetti and also in heart. So I did use some of the heart foil bundle along with some of the confetti foil bundle, and I think it turned out so pretty. I feel like with fun foils, it's like kind of a little hit or miss for me, but this one was a definite hit. So yeah, and I used also the heart underlays, which you can find those under the heart like bougie box underlay section, and they still are available in the like pink color, which is perfect. Like you could totally put it with the heart foil bundle or the confetti one, or you could even use like a silver foil bundle and then use these as like an accent color. There is a lot of really good options for you when it comes to how to use them. So I am going to go ahead and get on into this week. For the sidebar, I only put one thing in, which is Disney next week. So we are going to put that in. Not really sure how. Maybe I'll go ahead and pull out a Disney sticker, which by the time that you're seeing this, I will have went to Disney 100 years ago, I feel like. And also by the time that you're seeing this, I don't remember what the second part of that story was. So I think for the sidebar, I'm going to pull out maybe a character, and I'll find one that matches because we have so many different ones now. I feel like pink purple is going to be easy to do. Maybe I'll do Anna. Did I use Anna before though? I don't remember. Maybe I'll use, hold on, let's see. Let me see what I did previously. I thought I used somebody in the sidebar. Maybe I didn't. So maybe we'll use Anna. I feel like she matches pretty cute. And then I don't know what I'm going to put on top the next box because I did not plan for it. Also, my base for next week is laid down and it is going to be nuts. So for going to Disney next week, we're going to go ahead and put that in. And like I said, I don't know what I'm going to put above it, so we're just going to leave it blank and I'll get to it later. So on Monday, this feels like forever ago. I would love to get caught up on Playing With Me's, even if it's just caught up that they're already just like scheduled and uploaded. It is a goal of mine. Will I get to it? I don't know. So on Monday, what is happening? My oldest was at my in-laws. So Nick went to work this day because it was a holiday. Was it a holiday? Was it President's Day? Or I don't remember. I think it was because I don't think they had school and stuff. Also, my nails are just so busted because I've just been like irrationally stressed for basically no reason. So yeah, if you know, you know. But we're just not going to talk about my nails and how badly they need fixed. I'm just going to like center these. So Bennett went to my in-laws because my sister-in-law was here and they have kids that are his age, so he slept over there. So for that, I'm just going to grab a Bennett type sticker of sorts. I need to grab actually like the boy scribblers in both the brown hair and the blonde hair. Though Bennett's hair, it is blonde, but it's not like that blonde. I feel like maybe I could just use the like Nick sticker to mark that. Where is everything? I feel like I'm lost. I'll use the little Nick sticker for Bennett being at the in-laws. And then Nick did work this day, so I was just hanging out with Lila and Theo. So I'm just going to use, it doesn't really match. I don't think I have any like 2 kid stickers. I mean, I have these. They don't really match either though. Oh, I could use this from Once More With Love. So I was hanging out with Lila and Theo all day. So I'm going to stick that in there. So I think I'm going to do at my in-laws for... At the in-laws. I have this one on the Plan Hannah sheet. I used a lot of these last week. I should have did my nails before this because I'm feeling a little self-conscious, but also this is just the way that it goes sometimes. I guess I could have just put it straight on there. At the in-laws, and then for hanging out with Lila and Theo, I have a little with TNL. It is very, very cute. And then if we move on to the bottom part of the day, I was just hanging out with Nick, as I do usually in the PMs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and there he is right on cue. Okay, so it's been a long time. Not really. It's been a couple days, I think. I sat down to film this, and then I was like, nah, just kidding. Also, birds are chirping, which I have, like, a repetitive noise problem. And birds chirping is definitely up there in, like, one of the things that drives me bonkers. But we're just gonna power through. And also, I rearranged my office. So, if the lighting looks a little different, it's because I decided to rearrange my whole office. Because that's just sometimes I just do that randomly. So I had put everything away because I also dusted, cleaned, vacuumed, like cleaned the floorboards. I don't know. Sometimes I just like, I'm doing one thing and then I just like, I am just rearranging my office. I don't know how it happens, but we just get there. And it also happened the other day. I was just like doing something and I was like, let's reorganize the whole kitchen. I got like halfway done, but you know, we're there. So this night I did watch Too Hot to Handle, which I think I just want to like finish the season and then I'm probably done. I feel like when it comes to reality TV, there's only so many like seasons I could watch before I just kind of get bored of the like algorithm of how things work. And then also I did play games this night, so I did play let's just use these like bigger little things, I guess. Did play some games with Nick this night, so I'm going to go ahead and just mark in the 2 games that we played. Along with above it, I am just going to put in a little label. I don't know if this will fit. Will it fit? Question mark with Nick. Yes, that'll be perfect. Should have pulled out like a color of the week. Oh my gosh, I just released this. I think this would be perfect with it. Do I have the... I literally just filmed the video. Hold on. This would be very cute with this, I think. I wonder if the person who requested this just like pulled. It's a teeny bit different, but I mean, realistically, no. So I have like my Scribbler version. So we're going to be using these. So for playing games with Nick, oh my gosh, I'm so excited because the next, I have to actually do a color of the week. Well, I don't have to do it today. I can do it today or tomorrow. I blah, 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 blah. What was I saying? The next, like, cheat number 13 will have, like, board game stuff on it, which I'm very excited, or, like, just board game-esque things, I guess. Also, for these, I didn't pull out, because I'm not using a core foil. I don't know if I have the board game icons in black, but I guess I can pull it out and see. I think I do. I do. So we'll use these. I feel like black is just so harsh, but I don't know, maybe there are options. Oh! Well, maybe I do, because I also just came out with these doodles. I literally just filmed this video like a couple minutes ago. Please hold. Okay, so for board game stuff, I was kind of like thinking of these being also board game things, like to mark different types of games. So let's see if we can find something that is like a icon versus these. I like these, but I just feel like the black is a little harsh. But if I have to use them, I will. For this spread in particular. I already have the black scripts in them. Like, that's like enough black. So we played Seven Wonders Duel. So for Seven Wonders, I feel like I could do one of these, like little shields. I think that works just fine for Seven Wonders Duel. It kind of reminds me of like the what's it called? Not battling, shielding. Ugh. We just played Seven Wonders last night, and I feel like I'm like, here's the thing. It sounds bad, but I'm a winner. That's what with games, I win the majority. Like, I have the higher majority of winning, and I got creamed yesterday in Seven Wonders. I just kept having to discard cards because I didn't have a coin. I'm wondering if you discard a card, do you get a coin? Because I feel like Seven Wonders dual coin for discard. I don't know why that sounds familiar. I have to look into it because I was just done. Discard again for money. The card you cannot choose to avoid taking a card from destruction. Discard a card from your money. Blah blah blah. The only card you may discard for money is the one you took from the structure that turned into other. Oh. Well, there is that. I might have to tell Hannah about that because sometimes you just forget these teeny tiny rules, and that would have helped her out. Well, it helped me out in the other one too, but it would have helped us out previously. And it would have helped me out yesterday because literally I discarded 12 cards. So we played Seven Wonders Duel, which was very fun. I do like it. Even if I do lose, I still have a good time. Just prefer to win, obviously. Seven Wonders Duel, and then also played Kabuto Sumo. So for that, I could actually use a bug sticker, which is fun. So I have this little cockroach. I don't think there's cockroaches. They're more like beetles, but honestly, it works. It does the job that it needs to do. Kabuto Sumo is a dexterity game. I think they have it at Target, and I'm pretty sure on Amazon. But you have this board, and you're pushing pieces off of it, and it was much more fun with 2 players than it was for 4. I'm just gonna say that right now, which usually that's not the case for games that are 2 to 4 players. I feel usually it's better higher player count, but this one was better lower player count, which was very fun. Then I did go ahead and get my lashes done on this day, so that takes a good chunk of time. So we're just gonna stickeroni. This is one of the extra color because I'm trying to sprinkle that in. And for getting my lashes done, I do have from the Pamper the little lash scribbler, which is cute for marking if you get your lashes done, but it's also cute for just a winky face or just something cute, something beauty related, all of the things. So we're just gonna go ahead and stick lashes on there. And then Lila and I did venture to the Walmart. So for that, I'm just going to grab a larger box because as you could see, this was a very boring week. So we don't have a lot to really mark. So for me and Lila going to Walmart, I am just going to use a little, I'm just going to use a little grocery, and then I'm going to just do it with Lila. I have a Lila one left on there, so we're just going to do... Do I have it with Lila? Or I'll just do a... Okay, do I not have any with Lila's? Oh, no, just kidding, I do. A with Lila. So I went to Walmart. We usually do our grocery shopping or whatever else we do together on the weekdays. Then on later in the day, I just wanted to mark that it was kind of a lazy day. I always forgot this page exists. So for the lazy day, I'm just going to go ahead and use this bin. And for lazy day, I am going to use just this little scribbler here. I just love using scribblers. I just think they're so cute. And then lazy day. Then we did play Dungeons, Dice, and Danger this day, which is a roll and write game. Sorry about my nails again. I was going to do them, but then I was like, nah, maybe some other time. And then afterwards, we did play Cascadia. So, for Dungeons, Dice, and Danger, I am going to use the little dragon. And then for Cascadia, I am going to use the little bear. Probably going to use the gray one for Cascadia. So Dungeons, Dice, and Danger. I do have a script for it. A script for everything, obviously. Dungeons, Dice, and Danger. It's a long one. That, long name, not a long game. I mean, I guess it's like kind of longer, but it is so fun, y'all. Such a fun one. It was my favorite game of February. Little sneaky peeky. My favorite game of March is Dice Throne. Like, whoop. I just love it so much. I played that last night and I won. It was so good. I just love it. It's just such a fun game. I just love dice rolling. TBH. Anything with dice, I love it. I think that's why I love D&D, because dice. Then on Wednesday, I was just hanging out with the kidders. And Lila was being nuts this day. I don't know what was getting into her or what had gotten into her, but she was just in a literal mood this day. It was, normally she just kind of like hangs out, one of the gang, but she was just in a mood, doing the do. So playtime. And then afterwards, this was like later in the day, Hannah came over, and because it was girls' night, and we went to hibachi. I think we were gonna, I don't remember what like the initial plan was, and I don't know why hibachi even like popped into my brain, but I was like, you know what sounds fun? I don't even think we had plans to go out to eat. I think this was like our start of going out to eat, but I was like, you know what sounds really good? Hibachi. So I looked it up, and there's a hibachi place like not super far, and it was so good. I would definitely go back. I know Nick wants to go, and it wasn't expensive. We went like kind of not early, but earlier, so there was no wait or anything, which was awesome. And the food was good. It wasn't expensive at all, which was wild because it was good. And then for a second I thought my mic was off. And then and then this day, so Hannah drinks Diet Coke and I drink like Diet Dr. Pepper, Diet whatever. And she had ordered a Diet Coke, and they were like, oh, we only have Coke Zero. So they gave her Coke Zero, and I tried it, and I was like, oh my God, wait. Coke Zero is so good. It tastes just like Coke. Like a tiny bit different, but like Diet Dr. Pepper, I was like, oh, this is the best diet drink. No, Coke Zero, just zero products in general versus the diet ones are so good. Like Coke Zero, it's like almost like wild how close it tastes to regular Coke. It's wild. If you're a Coke drinker, try it out, because I was just like, wait, what? Where has this been my whole life? So now I am a Coke Zero fanatic. Unfortunately, they don't really carry it anywhere besides that hibachi place and like Alamo Draft House. And then some people have said that they got it at McDonald's, but every time I ask, they don't have it. So, and they also have it at Wendy's and I think maybe Burger King. But I got it at Wendy's once, and it was not the move. And I just don't really like Wendy's in general. So there's that. So we did that, and then we got hibachi. For hibachi, I think what I'm going to use is, I need like a Coke Zero thing. Because I think there was like Coke ones, but I need a Coke Zero. So I'm going to use, I need like a hibachi sticker too, because I feel like hibachi definitely is on the radar of, oh, this is a cute one. Is this one on the... I'm just filling this whole thing with scribblers, and I love every second of it, and this purple is perfect. I know a lot of people already use this kit, and this purple just kit, it hasn't even been released yet by the time that I'm filming this video. By the time you see this, it'll probably be released, question mark, probably, maybe, I don't know. But if you are saving it for next year, or you're really, really behind in back planning, or you're using this for a different time besides Valentine's Day, maybe pick up well, I don't know if this will be up in the color. Maybe the color week will be up when this is up. We will see. Then Wednesday, we played some games and also watched Pride and Prejudice, which Hannah hated. We watched the one with Keira Knightley in it, and I love that movie. I just can't really get enough of it, if I'm being honest with you. I haven't watched it in a couple of years, but like The Notebook, I can kind of see like it not being like as great as I remember it, but Pride and Prejudice is a banger. but she did not like it. So she likes some other ones that I have suggested. So it's not a total loss quite yet. Move this down a little. Is this a little bit? No. So watch Pride and Prejudice, which I think the problem for Hannah was that it was too long. But it's just such a banger. I love that movie. It's a good one. I used to watch it on repeat because my parents were divorced and I'd go to my mom's for the summer and I'd be so bored. And she didn't have like a ton of DVDs, but Pride and Prejudice was one DVD she had. Also why I've watched like so many like Sandra Bullock, Reese Witherspoon, like older movies. My grandma had them all on like VHS. I watched them over and over. But we had Pride and Prejudice on DVD. It's one of the few DVDs I owned. We would go to like the video store in town. But I, like, remember the scene that is the scene of, like, the DVD menu. And I've watched that movie a bazillion times. There's not a lot of movies, actually, that I've watched a bazillion times. But that, My Friends, is one of the movies I've watched a bazillion times. So this day, we did play Splendor Duel as well as Seven Wonders Duel. Unrelated to each other, but both like I guess like gateway games or just I don't think I did a duel one of this. Oh, I did. This is for later then. Both like gateway games, very easy to play, and I'd say Splendor's easier. And if you like, I think both of the non-duels are a little easier than the duels are, if that makes sense. So like regular Splendor, regular Seven Wonder, I feel like are easier than the duels. And the duels are only for 2 players, but they're both like pretty easy to learn. And I think Rodney has videos on them, so Wonders Duel. And then, like I said, we do watch Pride and Prejudice, which I do have this Letters to Apollo, really old movie sampler. And I am going to do, there is a, I'm going to do the watch one. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I saved from the release the eye roll Blonde Girl because that is Hannah watching Pride and Prejudice. So we're going to do that. So cute. So perfect. Marking the occasion. And then on Thursday, I tried, so this day I was like determined because the day before Nick so kindly cleaned the coffee machine that I was using, which I was using a Keurig, which I don't like the coffee from the Keurig. I really tried hard, but I think like the coffee from like Nick's coffee maker is better. I feel like the Keurig like tastes burnt almost, but I don't know, like I'm not a coffee connoisseur, so couldn't tell you if that's just in my brain or what, but I was back on my trying to like coffee kick because I'm like trying to diet. I don't know. I guess there's like a coffee on here. Maybe in here. I don't know if I have coffee type stickers. Coffee run. I guess I don't know. Is there Starbucks? Where's the Starbucks sheet? But is there a different coffee? Or wait, they're on samplers of Kirsten, ? Morning coffee? Sure. But the way that I like can tolerate it and like it is just so many like calories that like I might as well be just drinking a chai. So I am now a morning Coke Zero person. So judge me all you want, but this is just the life that I'm leading. So did that, and then I helped Nick rearrange his office this day. I don't remember doing that, but oh yeah, I remember now. So for that, I'm gonna just use the little Nick sticker on here and reorganize office. And then him and Bennett went to H Mart. I think it was because this day Bennett had, maybe it was this day, he had I don't know if it was an allergy or an ear, nose, throat, maybe, he's going to get his tonsils out. I don't know if that was then or not. Maybe. But they went to H Mart. I don't know why this is in my planner because I didn't go. But we're just going to mark it because why not? So we're just going to put a little Bennett and an H Mart sticker. They got like really fun cotton candy. I don't know. Then I was just hanging out with Lila. So for that, I'm going to use, I keep forgetting about my rounded corner boxes, which are my favorite boxes. Which, let's see, let's actually do this for hanging out with Miss Lala. Little Miss Lala, who's now officially giving kisses. I feel like all my kids gave kisses pretty early, like on their own accord, but Lila has been not about it, so we've just been waiting for the day, and she initiates them, and it is literally the cutest thing in the whole world. And it was definitely worth the wait. Let's do this one. That's not what I'm marking in here. I was just letting y'all know because it's the cutest thing to ever happen. Oops, just ripped that. I need to put whole enforcers on here. I'll probably do clear ones. TBH. So, let me see. Nikki's texted me. Okay, so he'll be home soon, so I'll need to pause this. But for hanging out with Little Miss La, I'm just going to do a little heart. And another with Lala. I need to do with Lala because I mostly call her Lala, not Lila. It's like Theo, we mostly call TT. With Lila. And then Bennett was at my in-laws this day because he was staying over the entire weekend to hang out with the my sister-in-law's kids. So he stayed over there. So I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this in-laws, and I'm just going to cut it in half. Sounds like a helicopter. In-laws. And then, oh, I guess that's not really a big enough area, but it's so funny. So I don't know if anybody caught it or if I even put up the video yet, but I went to see the Ant-Man movie, and in the, like, I talked about it in a, I talked about it. I don't know if I have like a movie type thing. I could do this. I was like, oh, I went to see Ant-Man 2 and I didn't see like any other Ant-Mans. And then I was like telling Nick about it. I was like, oh yeah, I told everyone I saw Ant-Man 2. And he's like, did you say Ant-Man 2? And I was like, yeah, like that's what it was. And he's like, no, it was Ant-Man 3. And I was like, oh, oops. That's how much I know. It wasn't horrible. It was fine. And also, Alamo Draft has Coke Zero. So I'm going to go there anytime that he wants me to. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a little breaky poo, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So on, wait. No, I did this wrong. Whoops. I'm glad I figured that out. So, actually, let's just do this. I messed up. I am not surprised though. So let's do this. Let's pick this one up, right? And let's just pick the Ant-Man up. Okay. Then I messed up. So this is supposed to be on this day, which is Friday. So I got this all kinds of messed up. So I'm going to do a movie marquee for seeing Ant-Man instead. So for that, I am going to use this one and replace this. We'll do this backwards then. This and then this on top. And then then we'll work on Friday later. So I was with Lila on this day, and then I bleached Nick's hair. So for that, I'm just going to grab another one of the rounded boxes because that's my preference anyways. And I'll use this one for bleaching Nick's hair. I'm going to grab from the Doodles, the color of the week. There is a like hair color one. Purple kind of works for bleaching anyways. And then under Nick, I have color Nick's hair, which I bleached it, but we're just going to call it coloring because same process-ish. And then just cuddled. So for that, I'm going to do just one of these little, I need more of these couple stickers. And I'm going to do a there's a cuddle time on the foil bundle sheet. Oops, not in frame. And then we'll do Ant-Man, which is on my undo sheet here. Good enough. And then above this, I had coffee again, but I don't think I'm gonna mark coffee again. It's fine. And then I was just with Lila, so for that I'm going to just use actually I'm just kidding. I'm gonna do one of these. So I'm gonna do with Lila, I'm gonna do the purple, and I'm just gonna use I'm trying to use some of these baby munchkins up because I feel like we're nearing the end of baby time, but all these are like different colored, not colors I need. These are like bright colors. This is cute. We use this little baby one for hanging out with Miss Lila. That is on the wrong side. So I'm going to put in this. Hanging out with little Miss Lila. And then I cleaned and rearranged my office this day, which like I told y'all, I did again because I have no chill. So for that, I'm going to just use a pink label. So I think for like organizing my office, I'm just going to use like this little planner because that's like what my office is mostly used for, is work and such. Just need to do some work today, reorganize office. And then for hanging out with Lila, I do have these like just plain old Lila stickers from Hannah. And then I am putting in that I just did some board game girlies things. Take some pictures, do some things. And for that, I am going to use an icon, probably the phone icon. And then let's move on to Saturday. On Saturday, Theo wanted to go over to my in-laws because Bennett was there and he just wants to be just like his big brother and do all the things. So we took him over there in the morning, and then I cleaned the pantry, which I did that again like yesterday. And then I also packed because I was leaving for Disney. So I'm going to grab this, and a pattern label. So for Theo being at the in-laws, I'm going to grab a little Theo bear sticker from Once More With Love. And then I'm going to grab a at the in-laws. Then, like I said, this day, I cleaned the other pantry. So I have like a pantry by the kitchen that's small. And then I have like it's kind of like, it holds like other stuff. So like extra, like the water or paper towels, napkins, kind of things. But also like some like pasta, like things I don't need too often. So I cleaned that one that day. So for cleaning the pantry, I think I'm going to use, I'm trying to see like what I have on here that I could use for cleaning the pantry. I know I have something. What though? I could use the air fryer because that was like in that pantry. Let's see. I could do the chips. Or this dusting one is kind of cute. So let's use this one for cleaning the pantry. And then I packed for Disney. I think I'm actually going to use one of these stickers. I'll use the little suitcase from sheet 1. And I'm going to put that I packed. Because I normally pack like the day before, which is bad because in case I'm missing something, I need to know ASAP. And then also this day, I was like in a cleaning mood. So I did clean Theo's closet. I needed to put all of his like he has like, you know, the 2 hanging racks. I needed to put all of his short sleeves and stuff like down and like go through them and make sure all the sizes were right, and all of his long sleeves I needed to move up. And I got rid of everything that was like a 2T because he's basically like high 3, low 4T kind of, depending on the brand. See what I wanted to keep for Lila, and then what I wanted to donate and what needed to be thrown away. Because like I've said before, Theo wears clothes. Bennett, I feel like a lot of stuff that we had for Bennett, like we were able to use for Theo. But like Theo, I feel like everything's stained and dirty and holy, and it's nuts. But also Lila's wearing through clothes. She like gets holes in everything, all the knees, because girl still doesn't want to walk. She can walk. She'll like take steps, and she like can get from like sitting to standing without anything, like holding on to anything. She's just lazy. I think Bennett was around this age too, and then he just like one day started walking. And Theo was like an early walker, which is funny because he was the chunkiest. So he had the most to like lift up, but he walked like at 1 or like a little before 1. Lila and Bennett, no, not so much. So like I said, I needed to clean his closet, and it's easier to do it whenever he's not here. And that he like, my kids, like they pick out their own clothes, so they need to be able to reach everything. I usually, with Bennett, he picks out his own clothes, but like also uniforms, so it's easy. And then, but like on the weekends, he picks out his own clothes. Bennett is like, has the wildest choices. He'll wear like tie-dye pants with like a Minecraft button up. And I'm like, it's a look, but that's what you want to do. That's what you're going to do. And Theo, he usually just picks out the shirt, and then I'll pick out the shorts. Easier, and he doesn't care yet. I'm waiting for him to care, but he doesn't yet, so thank goodness. Theo closet. He's really weird about shoes though. Like he only will wear 1 pair of shoes. Like he has 2 pairs of shoes, because like in his size he's going to go through 2 pairs the way that he like uses them. And I was like, oh, like I get 1 brown one neutral, like blacks-ish color one. I was like, then they can match the outfits better, but he will only wear the neutral shoes. And then I think once those go, he'll wear the other ones. But he's very specific about his shoes. But clothes, not so much yet. Then it was game night. The best night is game night. So we're going to put that in. Feels like this was so long ago, but also not, because there was like so many things in the middle of this. So for game night, do I have a game night? I don't think so. No. Game night. I do. Just gonna use this. So Chris and Hannah came over, of course, and this night we got via 313. I think it was Nick's pick, or I don't know how we ended up on it, but we got via 313. Was this the time? Yeah, so we got via 313. Via 313 is Detroit-style pizza, and personally, not a fan of Detroit-style pizza. But Nick said, oh, well, they have bar-style pizza, which is a little better than, in my opinion, Detroit-style pizza. So we were like, okay, we'll try it. And we got it white, like no sauce or anything. And we got ricotta and garlic and I don't know what else on it. But we decided that from now on, we're not going to get ricotta on it. We're just going to, like, buy ricotta because they charge, like, a ton for ricotta. And there was, like, no ricotta on it. So we're going to make, like, a ricotta dip and get, like, white pizza with, like, the garlic. And then maybe, like, I think we got broccoli on it, but maybe broccoli and onions. And then do a ricotta whip with honey on it. And then that's how we'll eat it. And then the boys can get their pizza Detroit style. But we had that this day, so for that, I'm just going to grab a pizza. I rarely ever use pizza stickers. I'm like a New York pizza lover, and the pizza in Austin, it's like, I feel like because I haven't had New York pizza in so long, like you get used to that. It's just not going to be the same. But I don't know. And I just had New York pizza like this weekend, so I'm like, oh, so lish, so lish. We did play Splendor, which I've been saving that sticker for here. So for Splendor, I'm going to use the jewels because in Splendor, you're like collecting jewels to like kind of buy things. So Splendor, and then we played Obsession, which, hilarious. It was Hannah's favorite game of last month, which is so funny to me because it's all based in like babies Pride and Prejudice times. Was that the 1800s? Question mark. I probably sound very stupid right now, but I am sorry. But like, looking at it, I was like, oh dear, like, this is gonna be a doozy. But it was fun. It was just, like, very long with 4 people, so that was not my favorite. And then, hold on, let me think, Aroni. I think I have in with the carnival ones, some like carnival style stickers. So I thought, I was like, this is going to be a doozy based on the theme, but I think it was just a doozy based on how long Chris took to take his turns. So, I mean, for me, I'm always, for 10 penny parks, I thought this would be really cute. I'm going to do the little Ferris wheel. When I first learned how to play a game, like the first couple turns I feel like are a little long, especially whenever there are games that there's like a lot of different things you need to do. And like Obsession might have one of the longest lists besides like Dice Throne, but Dice Throne I feel like is easier because it's like a bulk kind of thing. But Obsession's like steps to remember. And so it takes a little while, and I was just like, that was just a long game. But I liked the, like, mechanisms in it and everything. I don't really like the theme. I just think it's kind of, like, I think it could have been done cuter, like, art-wise. But also, that's what they were going for. So it's very subjective. But Hannah was like, no, you need to try it 2-player. So we played a 2-player. Loved it. I would buy it. That's how much I like it, to play with just Minnick and I. But, yeah, it was way more like fun and like quicker with 2 people, so I would definitely recommend Obsession for 2, and even if you don't like the theme. And then we played 10 penny parks, which it was fine. It wasn't like my favorite game ever, and I didn't hate it, but I wouldn't want to play it again. Like if Hannah was like, oh, should I bring this to girls night, I'd be like, I think we're good. It wasn't, I don't know, I think it was like too easy. Any sense? I think that was what it came down to. It was too easy. There wasn't enough to do. It was short. I don't know. It was just not for me. So I probably wouldn't play it again unless forced. So that is for, we were going to Disney the next day, which was such a good trip, like ridiculously good. And then we went to the Domain with the whole fam. So for that, I'm just going to use a label. And we went to Culinary Dropout, which is usually just the easiest to go to because they're open in the Domain. It's like an outdoor shopping area. They are open like the earliest for like brunch time. I think there's one other place that opens up a little early, but Culinary Dropout I think opens at 10, whereas most places open up at 11. So it's easier to go with the kids at 10 than it is 11. 11 gets close to like nap and quiet times. But we went to Culinary Dropout and had brunch, breakfast brunch-ish. And we just went, like, to the Domain, which is, like I said, the outdoor shopping center, and walked around as a family and just got a little getting out, having fun. Which we've been trying to do, like, more things recently. I feel like the pandemic, like, really, I don't know, like, I feel like before the pandemic, we did things like all the time with Bennett because I didn't have other kids prior to the pandemic. And then I feel like the pandemic, like we're just so used to just like staying at home. Still, like we do things, but I feel like we're still like, we have to like kind of remind ourselves to go do things, if that makes sense. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. Maybe I just sound nuts. I don't know. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. But I feel like we have to remind ourselves, like, okay, like, go do something. So we're trying to remember to go do something more often. We're trying to, like, go to the movies, like, take the kids to the movies, go out to eat even. Like, I feel like my kids need to get used to eating out. I feel like they're just so used to eating at home with, like, just straight chilling. Oh, my goodness. What is going on today? Okay, so the Domain. Just walked around. I'm going to cut this. But yeah, I feel like, and also pre-pandemic, and like even during, I like worked a lot on the weekends because I was like, what else is there to do besides just like hang out at home? But I don't work weekends anymore. I just can't do it. I don't think it's good for me. And I also don't think it's good for like my family. So I don't work weekends anymore. And that's been a long time of like needing to do that. So we need to just do more things. Makes the weekend more fun. So we did Nick and I think during quiet time, we played Patchwork Valentine because I got it and wanted to play it. And it's very easy, like a 15-minute game. So that was a perfect little quiet time filler. And then my sister-in-law and her husband and kids and my in-laws all came over this night because I was leaving. Nick and them like saw them afterwards, but this is like my goodbye. So they all came over with all the kids and like hung out, and they played Legos and chillaxed for a bit because we were going to go out to eat at a place closer to me. So my in-laws came over, and then I also think I missed a script. So came over, and then I guess I could just do something else. It's no big deal. Unless I have a script for it, but I don't think so. The wax right now is smelling so good. I put in like a Rose Girl scent. I feel like I've been having like very meh performance with wax in my office for some reason, and I switched out the warmer, so I'm like hoping that that's the case. But anyways, I'm gonna do a fancy label, I think, here. And then we went to Hat Creek. So I don't have a Hat Creek sticker. I don't know if I just like gave up. Oh my God, it was so funny though. So they're with my sister-in-law, her family, and my family and my in-laws. It is like 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 5, 15 people. It's a lot of people. So we went to Hat Creek, which is like a burger place. It's pretty good. I like getting their burger in a, where's my food? In a lettuce wrap is just everything. I'm like a really big lettuce person. I don't know. Is anybody else like that? Like, I just love lettuce. I don't know I think it's the texture. I'm just like a big texture eater. But I love lettuce with my whole heart. I need a lettuce wrapped burger sticker. I'm just gonna use this little takeout bag. But in the midst of like ordering everything, I forgot to order my kids' food. So thankfully, I went up to the counter, and because there was a long line, I went to the counter. I was like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I'm the one who ordered like 12,000 people's worth of food, so I forgot my kids." So no, they were like super nice, which I was very thankful for. But I was like very embarrassed that I forgot to order my kids' food, because that just seems like something as a parent you should remember. But also, like, it all came out at the same time anyways, and thank goodness I remembered. But also, there were so many people that we could all just like kind of gave them a little bit of food, because Lila doesn't even like, she eats the scraps, you know what I'm saying? So Hat Creek, I don't really have anything. I don't really have like even like an out to eat. I'm trying to find something to put here, but I'm just like at a loss for what to do. Oh, I could do like with fam. That works, right? Family time. I think that's fine. I think that works. I think that will do the trick. We went to Hat Creek. If I ever need to know where I ate for some odd reason, I'll just watch this video and remember. But also, I'll remember because the Roths are about that. So I didn't even use any doodles on here. What a time to be alive. Okay. So that, my friends, is the spread. I'm trying to get better at like taking the pictures for the spreads for Instagram. It's on my list of things to do. But I probably will. What is next? Oh, Disney, and then we move right into not Valentine's, so this can go away. It smells so good. Okay, so I'm going to probably put some deco bits throughout, but I'll do that afterwards. So I'm going to show you what I have left. So I have a sticky note on here. I have this page of the foil bundle. I'll probably put these pages that I have left with the confetti, because you never know when you're going to need a little extra, because I also have like the bougie boxes and the hearts pages, because I use some of the heart stuff, the heart underlays, the matte stuff. So that I'm all going to like divvy up. And then I also have these sheets that I'm going to be doing the deco from. So we'll get to that later. And then as far as stickers go, I used one sticker from this sheet. I have a full box left on that sheet. I have that left. All the things. And then I did pull in this color of the week last minute. And I think that is everything. I hope you like this video. I need to figure out something for the sidebar, but we'll get there. And I will talk to y'all in my next one. Bye.